How do you do that? Hello, hello, hello. All right. Another night where we're going to see what the divine has to say to us. Man, and it's something because I had so much to say. Ooh, is that what we're doing? The message. I choose to be guided. Okay, the message. Forgive them, for they know not what they do, even though they did what they did intentionally. Forgive them, for they know not what they do, even though they did what they did intentionally. And now you're probably wondering, what in the world is the doc talking about tonight? Well, guess what? This is serious. Because forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because literally, quite literally, they are blind to their own shadow. They have no idea of what you may have an idea of or be very clear of, what you may know now that you have become enlightened, evolved, and have stepped right into it. So they're not enlightened yet. They're not on that frequency yet to even have an understanding. And judge not, so that you will not be judged. Because you know why? When as you evolve, as you have come to the space that you are in now, which you have really stepped into your truth. You have stepped into your authenticity, full throttle. You're like way there, right? And now that you are there, you, my dear, look back as we have been reflecting. There are some things, if you're very honest, you have now reflected on and you said, damn, did I do that? Did I do that? Like, I can't even believe it. Like, wow. Some stuff that you did probably hurt your feeling, hurt your little heart. Because you can't believe that where was I? What? That part. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Well, they knew exactly what they were doing. They did that shit intentionally. I know they knew what they were doing. And they kept doing it over and over and over again. They just kept doing it. I feel you. And they just really kept not being they weren't awakened. So, and as you have evolved and you've come to this elevated state of mind, guess what? You ought to know. Get to know me better. You ought to know. Because you've been there. You don't become an involved, enlightened being without being there. You'd have been there, done that, and the bag of chips. Even as the person who has walked in pure love. There were things that you couldn't believe that you did that were quite innocent, in fact. Quite innocent. For example, you didn't know that it was a shadow part of yourself that allowed for yourself to play yourself. You had no idea that was the shadow of you that allowed for your insecurity to reign. Not as it was told about you or demonstrated to you that your insecurity was something out of the just blue, because no. You had every reason to believe what you were believing, but it was your insecurity. It was the insecurity that you were dealing with that allowed for you to shut your mouth in the first place and for you not to say anything about it, to stand up for yourself in the first place. Why didn't you? Would it be that you were just afraid that maybe you would lose what you really didn't have in the beginning? If you really thought about it. Once they had stepped away from you, once that person, that thing no longer served you. Now you can boldly walk into a room, and when you feel the tension, you don't have, we're not talking. It's no fuss. What are we fussing about? I know, you know, we know. And you can decide now to exit a room and get the hell out of there. Whereas before, you'd have to watch it for a few times. You'd have to watch the movie in front of you for a few times before you would even make a move for yourself. See, that is a part of your shadow, because when you're out of the shadow and into the light, you are completely authentic. You don't give up about what anybody thinks about you. And you are walking in the trail of grace, pure love, joy, happiness. And that's the truth. So, forgive them, for they know not what they do, even though they did what they did intentionally, on the frequency that they were on, where they were basking in the ambiance. They were basking in the ambiance of the shadow. Many were doing the very, very absolute best that they could in the shadow. This is true. But forgive them. As you are going, you are getting, who I'm talking to, you are on track for a catapult. You are literally on track right now to be catapulted. Catapulted to where you have visioned and what you wanted. You're on track for that. And you're not in the lane of wanting people to suffer. You don't want enemies to suffer. Instead, you're thinking about love. How can you love? How can you show them love? And then some, you are freely walking away. And it's okay. Some of you, you're going to follow your heart and authenticity. You're going to take action, move forward. And some of you are getting back in alignment with, and let me tell you why this message of the twin flame and love and all of this stuff is coming up lately, because that frequency is an essential frequency on the earth. That is, in fact, a demonstration of the divine, the yin and the yang coming together. That rare flame coming together, the yin and the yang, the unfavorable and the favorable aspects, the shadow and the light coming together, and profoundly after a break, because guess what? The twin does not have a beautiful, the journey of love is not, it's just not beautiful. It doesn't look beautiful. It's beautiful in the end. The process is gruesome for those who are in the shadow and even not, because both people will learn and both people will have you can't even be mad. Somebody had to play the role to break up that fallow ground even in you. Somebody had to do it. And the divine picked the perfect person. Now, there are some of you where those persons have done the most. They went up in the world and did stuff. They toe it up, okay? And that's fine. You will still be in a position to make a choice. That divine, ultimate God choice. And it is not to be decided by anyone else. It is to be decided by you. It is not to be decided based on the traditional aspects of relationship. It is to be decided by you. It is for you to follow the spirit. It is going to take your faith. It's going to take you trusting the divine, both of you trusting the divine to move forward. And then once you know, it's the why factor. Once you know the truth, once you know why, once you know why it was what it was, how it was what it was, don't be a fool now. It's not about being, it's about being guided even in love and allowing for that magnificent energy to be born, reborn. Yeah. So forgive them. And we're not talking about only just in a romantic love. We could be talking about a platonic love. We could be talking about a relationship with a situationship with, Spirit say no. In this scenario, we are talking about a relationship. Because the love, your union, it even as it pertains to your soul, your number one love. Yes, romantic. It's so freaking romantic. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay? I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And you know, I always want to just let's just play a let's see what phenomenal, so many numbers 111 have been coming out. 33, 313. This 82 has been just ringing. Ring my bell, ring my bell, ding dong ding. If you know, you know, baby. I'm telling you, 8228. The numbers that I'm telling you, look them up. Study to show yourself approved. What does it mean? What is the angel? What is the spiritual meaning of the numbers that I've just said? Look them up. I said 8228, 28. Together that means 10. So you got homework. 28, the number 10. 3 has been coming up. 222 coming up. And definitely the 111, baby. And that is not for everybody, but it is for somebody. Everybody scream. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Well, I'm doing just fine. I don't know what time it is. It's pretty late. I am pretty sure. And that's okay. It's been a busy day. It's been a very busy day. How are you? Ooh, high vibes, high vibes. Oh boy, intuition and high vibes. You gotta keep it up there. You cannot allow for someone who you know is obviously working in their shadow mess with your energy to bring you down to a lower vibration. You can't. There is now biological study that proves the fact of the power of our mind and how quickly things can advance in our lives or not. One thing for sure, you can have all type of affirmations. You can do everything that you want. There are a few things for you to consider. One, timing is everything as it relates to the soul. It came here, it aligned with you for a reason so that it can fulfill a mission, and it will fulfill that mission. You can't rush that, but you can flow with that. Right. You can flow with that. You can make that choice to flow. Flow into the ambiance of that energy, that synergy. But if your emotional state is not aligning with the words that are coming out of your mouth, it's not effective. Many people end up in cycles because they're going back and forth. You know why? Because you're going back and forth because your emotional state, your emotions are not aligning with the things that you're affirming. So it's like going, in the religious realm, we called it you're going back and forth, you're backsliding, if you would. Like, I know I had it all together, and I was good. See, all that stuff, we're doing all of that in the new world is being done away with. Because we're getting back to the vision that God created and not what man set up for us. And it's good. It's all love. We're not leaving God. We're taking the path that Jesus took, and we are being guided by the divine, and we are walking into the fulfillment and the flow of the divine. That's what we're doing. That's how we roll it. So understand that as you flow, baby, you are choosing to be in the alignment of the Most High, Heavenly Mother and Father, Creator, i.e. God. I choose to say our divine source energy, the one, the only one. Call it what you will or may. Get in the game. Get a jersey on or something. I mean, you're not even in the game. But we're clearing the playing field, and we've got to work on this frequency. We have to gain understanding. We have to get in alignment into the flow of things, gain understanding as to why. Why are you there? Why do you keep going back and forth? Why do you keep going back? Because it's not for you, first of all, to suppress you. It is not for you to suppress you. It is for you to be honest first with yourself. A lot of times people go through circumstances so that you can have the breakdown, so that you can come to the point where you are meditating, where you are being focused on your life in that manner. And then as you focus on your life in that manner, you are awakening. And then as a result of that, you desire God more. Can we praise God? All right. Thank you, Jesus, for the path that you took, the example that you gave us. Thank you for that. But Jesus was the example, not the exception. And that is no slight. That's honor. You got the skin on your back. Yeah, you got to walk away from that job. Yeah, you got to walk away from that house. You got to walk away from the people and the things. You got all that. You got to put your ego on the desk and say, "Fuck, okay, fine, okay. I don't care what people think about me." Cause you trying to get your peace inside. Yeah, you have to do all of that. But do you got the skin on your freaking back? Because the one who laid down their life in the beginning, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus, guess what? As the story goes, they lost some skin off that back. And although, yes, we know that some things have been told in the form of symbolic meaning, we know that there is a lot of truth and power to the scripture as it was given. And yes, we understand that an author writes from the current perspective that the author is in. That is true. And not oftentimes does the author go back to rewrite as they evolve. Not everybody wrote a new edition to the first novel, to the first book. It does not negate the power of it. It doesn't. So we're going to put our focus on how the divine is flowing within us, in and out through us. That's what we're doing. And we're standing 10 toes down on that. You're doing that, baby. You are doing that. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. It hasn't been easy. It has not been easy at all. You've been fighting lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. No joke. You've been doing that. Spirits say Harriet Tubman up in here. Like, seriously, that type of energy. Flowing through the jungle. Enemies then turning around and getting in line with you. Having your back, watching out for you. Only you know your story. Only you know your story. And it's a powerful one. Some of you have been the most. Forgive yourself. Let it go. Be obedient in the flow. Sometimes you just got to take a breath. I mean, there are times, simple things. Sometimes you have no idea. And for those of you who have lost your way and felt like you lost your mind in the midst of gaslighting and betrayal and things, my heart goes out for you. I can relate. I remember when I was standing in front of my front door, I remember taking a breath as the slow, heavy tears fell. And I said to myself, this is where people walk out in the middle of the street and kill themselves. It's right here. Is this part right here. But in that moment, equally, I said to myself, this is not just about me. Because I had come to the point that I could at least remember and trust me. God worked on me for about a year, bringing me back to my remembrance as it had been chopped down through the mental mind manipulation. And as God worked me through, finally I was able to remember. So when the slow, heavy tears came, I was able to hold on to a story and say, okay, I got to help somebody. Wow. What about the one that doesn't feel like they don't have the background I have? They can't pull back and get a story from the past that they feel is substantial enough to keep them alive, to go forward to fulfill the mission that they are called to fulfill. I'm here to save the soul. And when entity attachments, you got to imagine, wow, you got to imagine when the soul, your soul is a spirit just like you, literally. So, and your soul is living there, literally, inside of you, literally. So when there are attachments to your soul that are adverse to its mission, it's like somebody, you living in someone else's house and sitting off in a corner and are pissed off that they are inviting the guests that they're inviting because they are, the energy, the vibe, and everything is contrary to what you desire. Imagine being trapped in an environment or feeling trapped in an environment. Because the only time you feel trapped in an environment where you are completely staying there, a couple reasons. One, divine told you to stay there. So you got to go through something to break something to do something. And the other situation is you're going through in that scenario and you haven't awakened yet to your authenticity. You're working on it, and that's great. There's no judgment, baby. But you're working on it. But you haven't gotten to that point that you could just say, and feel like, I'm out this piece. You got me messed up. Because God said, I don't have to stay anywhere where I'm tolerated, only where I'm appreciated. Hold up, I have forgotten who I was for a minute. Let me reintroduce myself. Thank you very much. That's where you, see, that's where you're headed. So it's either you haven't gotten to that moment yet, and that's okay. It may take you a few times to get there. You haven't gotten there quite yet. Or you are being guided to stay there for a reason. And in that place, what do? God, what am I to experience in this moment now? What am I to experience in this moment now? What am I to experience in this moment now? Make it plain and clear. God, give me strength. Help me to realize the strength that I have. And then I need you to walk into it. I want you to walk into it. Walk into what you are desiring for yourself. Walk into it. Imagine yourself walking, stand in the middle of a room. One side is where you desire to be. The other side is where you about to walk out of. And imagine all of the mess back in the back right here. It's all in the background, right? And then I want you to picture a head forward. Oh, that's what. Okay. Write it down. Put you some couple notes down. Write down where you're going. Because your soul is yearning. So it's wanting. It's already giving you that. It's already giving you your deepest desire is a description of your soul. So it's already giving you the nuggets and what you need so that you can go through the flow and create the desires and actually walk into it so that you can start to rewire your brain. Because if you continue to think what you're thinking, feeding yourself what you're feeding, the news, the social media, the gossip, the TV shows that got a whole bunch of gossip and bullshit. I mean, come on. It becomes, it's natural to you. That's what your brain knows. Be careful with how you're spending your days. How are you spending your time in the day? How? Do you find yourself hours later, you just done watched all a bunch of garbage and stuff all on the news? And what are you doing? What are you feeding yourself? I just love you guys. I hope I trust that who this is for, or the who's, I know this is going to find you. And you understand exactly what I'm talking about. There is a lot that has resonated with you in just this very short time that I consider short. And it's been almost 30 minutes. Wow. Funny how time flies when we're having fun. Funny how time flies when we're having fun. When we're having fun. Dun, 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 dun. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, hey, oh, oh. When we're having fun. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, now. What you doing tonight? What you doing tonight? Do you have a clue? Do you have a clue? I just want to know, do you have a clue? Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Do you have a clue what you do? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Even though they do it intentionally. It's about that frequency. They have no clue. They really don't. They have no clue. They really don't. They have no clue. They really don't. They have no clue what they do to you. I'm telling you now. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Oh, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They have no clue. my little boo. I know it's hard. Like, I ain't forgiving him. You'll be there. You'll get there. We all will be there. Yeah. We will all be there. Mm-hmm. Just like the global transformation movement. Ooh. I have some videos to show you guys. I'm so happy because you know what? When I was in Detroit, let me tell you something. It was so wonderful to see my vision, our vision, the Global True Purpose team's vision coming to pass. And it seemed impossible at the time. Detroit on the dockets as being the place to go travel to go vacation. What? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? That's impossible, right? But a collective vision will bring an effective change. So I am very happy for your vision. I am happy for your journey. If you are going through a tower right now and you have decided that you want to know the way, that your circumstance, I'm telling you, if you're watching this video and you've come across this video, your circumstance has happened to you in your life so that you can go through what you need to go through so that you can experience true happiness, true joy, true love, true peace. Okay? They said it wouldn't be easy. You just didn't know it was going to be like this. And some of you were born into, like I said, toxicity. That's what you're born into in terms of your family. And that's okay, because you are the hero, shero, or them, whichever one you are. Okay? That's who you are. And you're here to make a change. Make that change. Yeah, that part. Okay, so what we have, look at this, endless cycle. Did we not just say this? Endless cycles. Okay. Oh, wow, look at that. You may find yourself, okay, charisma, communication, society, movement, journey, repetitive patterns. Did we not just talk? Oh my gosh. Transformation. Transformation, it is so. Transformation, it is so. You may find yourself repeatedly resisting certain truths. Come on now. This is the energy. Everything is energy. Every solitary thing is energy. Trust and believe. This whole thing, this whole gamut is energy. Trust and believe. 23, that is so significant for me. That is so significant for me. In so many different ways, the 23. Most importantly, it was my mom's birth date. Day. Okay? Repeatedly, leading to feelings of exhaustion and limitation. It's time to decide to live authentically for yourself. Oh my gosh. Embracing your passion by making this change. Did we not just say, make that change, man in the mirror? Embracing your passion. By making this change, the world around you will begin to follow suit, breaking the cycle and fostering transformation. Listen, some of you need to do it because, honey, for all of us. These changes that you make are not just for you, because this affects your children. This affects the living children and also those to come. Do you understand me? Okay, ancestors, and your ancestors that have crossed over are in need of some freedom. Remember, the only death in this game called life is the ego. And that's the truth. It is what it is. Okay? And you are here for a magnificent reason. My love. Mm, mm, mm. I love it. You love it? I love it. Okay. 111. Intuition. Insight. Guys, I have glasses on the way. I know my glasses be all over the place. I don't know why. I just want to tell you that. It's for someone who is working through your distractions. I understand. And that may make you like, what? Because I take them on, take them off. It's okay. You're going to be all right. Stay focused, okay? All right. All right. Insight, serenity, harmony, clarity, joy, momentum. And there's a message in that. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Self-awareness, initiative, unconditional love. Were we not just talking about this? Now is the time to realize your long-held ideas. This number keeps coming out. You're on the right path to turn your dreams into reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are coming together to support you. Happiness and new opportunities are within reach. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. We keep talking about that. That just is the energy that keeps coming out. Don't forget to meditate day in, day out. When you're having questions about like your intuition, I know it's scary. I think there's some things that are just trial and error, like spirit just give you some things like, okay, throw something at you. You be like, don't know if it's happening. There is a learning curve. I want to say there is a learning curve, 100%. Okay. So it's okay. You're not beat up for it. Imagine yourself training for the game. That's what you're doing. You're training for the game. And it's all coming together. It's no problem. High vibes, divine blessings, abundance, grand opportunities, synchronicity, faith, life, purpose, soul's calling, love, joy, and new happiness are just around the corner, waiting for you. What's coming is beyond anything you've imagined. A rare opportunity or an exciting encounter with like-minded souls that will far exceed your expectations. Trust that something incredible is on the way. All right, because we're getting ready to wrap this up. I've got a very early morning, but you know what? I really have to see some of my, I'm going to be here for a short time. Girl, you don't know how long you're going to be here. You know how to say, I won't be before you long. And the benediction is like 20 hours, okay? But this is not that. Oh, wow. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get this stuff in order. Someone asked me the other day, they were like, can you show me how to do the cards? This is one thing I believe. Yeah, you can learn this, but the spirit of God is the spirit of God. And you will know, I have a list of people that I was guided to as I stepped into just what I've always done. I never knew. I just always did it. I always pull cards. I'm always being guided, even as it relates to what messages I'm going to hear for a day, what I want to read in the scriptures, what book I'm going to read, or whatever it is. I am always guided. So in this space, I like to tell people, even if in person, like pick a card. Where does your energy lead you? And like just pick one. This is no different. But this is very powerful, and it needs to be handled with care. Don't lie about what messages and you have to be followed by the spirit. I do, like I said, I have some people who are very authentic, they're in their truth, and the divine guided me to them, and I know that they're good resources because I don't know, I've only seen those. And then there'll be times that you're called to break away, because it can be very addictive listening to people who are literally prophetic and they are speaking truth. They're speaking the message that you have. But then there are times that you have to be careful, because a lot of times people are in you haven't been in the vortex. You haven't been meditating. So how do you know to make rightful judgment? How do you know? You don't. Okay? You don't. It's not funny. It's true. Well, the truth will set you free. Allow for you to be who you are called to be. That's what it does. Okay? So let's see here. I don't know why I put, I did just put them on top. You are breaking out of the illusions. You are breaking out of the illusions. And you're stepping into your purpose. Yeah, this is the Seven of Cups. You're leaving some things behind. You're leaving some things behind. And you're having to step away because there's been some painful endings. Even you've just gone through a painful ending. Ten of Swords. You yourself went through a betrayal, loss. Did we not just say that? We were just talking about that. And it was tough. It was a tough cookie. Look at that. Again, betrayal, deception. Someone lying, sneaking. Ten and 7 are correlated. 17 is significant for someone. Okay. What? Okay. Seriously, take that. There we go. The Magician. And that aligns with what we were just talking. We were just reading here about your dreams. You're not going to be, you can't even imagine it. And did I just say that? Do you believe in magic? I don't know. Did I say that? I think I did. I think that did come out. Because it's getting ready to happen. Those numbers are very significant here. And we talked about the number. Okay. All right, Lord. Okay. I'm guided with this. It says creative opportunities, initiative. Intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy surprise. It's all in alignment. Sensitivity, new love. Remember, when you're talking about the new love of the twin flame, what is it? Your new love may be a person that you were with in your past, but when they come back, they are not the same. If they come with some old tricks, trying to mess with you, thinking that they will have their way like they did before, they'll be rudely surprised. You don't have to worry about anything. You are definitely protected. You are shielded and protected from anything. Yeah, you have been called for something great. And I know that this is not just for everybody. Everybody is called. Many are called, few are chosen. And when we are referencing one who is chosen, God said to me, that is a pioneer. That's a pioneer. And you know who you are. You're a leader in this movement of the new earth. Yes, you are, baby. You know what, guys? Me and this, I don't. All right. What was that? All right. All right. So, do you believe in magic? All right. Take that. That's the Spirit say. And that was the one I think. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Page of Swords. All right. Come on. New ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating. Restless. Have you been restless? Have you been restless as you're going through this powerful change? It is powerful, right? It's so powerful. So yeah, there's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy going around in your life. A lot. Spirit say most of it is conflicting. You're conflicted in your mind because it's so much you don't even know where, you don't know what to do. You don't know. You're having to figure this out, right? You're having to figure this out. As our cards tell a story from the one who took a leap of faith to the fruition of the promise, describing the journey all on the inside and giving us nuggets and messages. It's important that you yourself meditate day in, day out, get in the vortex. That is rewiring your brain, allowing yourself to stay out of the bullcrap that's going on. I know things are very important, but you need to be able to effectively impact that. If you're going to make an effective change, it was a young lady that I mean, I don't know, it was just on the feed, and I looked at her video, and I loved what she said, because my thing is, I don't like to talk. I'm not going to talk about it. I want to be about it. If I have made up my mind to get something done, it's getting done at all costs. Period. You get what I'm saying? If you're going to do something, do it and make it happen. If we cannot make an effective change nor inspire change by looking for opportunities to gossip, looking for opportunities to spread the bad news. What you gonna do about it? Sit around a room, and I remember sitting in a room one time, and everybody was talking about all the stuff that was bad, but nobody had a solution. See, I can't. I sat on a board in Detroit. I won't say it because I don't want to speak bad on the board, because hopefully they've done some changing. But I sat on this board, in which this board is very influential in making decisions in Detroit. And one day I decided to stand up and say, I can't do this, because I'm sitting here, and every month I'm listening to all of the complaints. And then when we talk about the solutions, nobody really wants to stay focused on the solutions so much as they want to talk about the gossip or the opportunities to discuss what they feel has been defeat, or somebody against them, or somebody doing this, that. Let's talk about the opportunity of change. What you doing about it? What? Make something. You understand? You are someone, you're going to make change. You have made change. But you're getting ready to go to a whole nother level. And you were at a high level in terms of your giving, your serving, your accomplishments, etc. You let it all go for what you were guided to do. Yeah. You did that, baby. And you're getting ready to be very rewarded. It's getting ready to surprise you. This is something. And in every area of your life. So it's not just a relationship, and it's not just any old relationship. Not like that. You both are powerful. You both are powerful. You both follow the divine. You both do. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. How y'all doing? All right, let's do this. All right, Holy Spirit, is anything else? Because I'm enjoying this, but I do need to go to bed. Yes, I do. In my travels, I have to get up very early in the morning. Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm not complaining. I love you guys. I do. Let's see. So, it's upright. That's what's okay. Yep. So guess what? You have somebody. Okay. Someone in your energy is returning, but they've been very cautious. They're trying to save, get themselves together, or either that is you. Okay? And you're putting it all together, but you're going to have enough, plentiful, literally overflowing, literally. And it is going to be a supernatural event. Matter of fact, there are people talking about you in rooms that you have no idea. You're literally just doing what you are desiring to do. You're going with the flow, and you are serving wherever you're working and what you're doing. You are doing it with love, with all of your heart. You're doing what now comes naturally to you. You have no idea what is getting ready to happen. If you don't have a job, you're getting ready to walk into one. When we're talking about the pause, the in neutral experience, baby, that is the activation. As I give the example of the car wash, what happens when you get in neutral? What then happens? Neutral causes for them to be able to move you forward. That's what it does. If you don't get in neutral, you can't move forward to get to the other side of the gleam. Bling, bling. You can't. So, and as we have talked, some of you are having a difficult time being in neutral. But we already understand, in neutral, you have to go with the flow, how you are guided. Because in neutral, if you put your foot on the gas or if you put your foot on the accelerator, turn that wheel, don't you touch that dial, you will not only destroy your vessel, your forward movement, but you will also impact the system. Just chill. Let's chill. Yeah. Let's settle down. That's what your soul's saying. Can you just sit down? Like, chill. I need you to chill for a minute. Just sit down for a minute. I got something for you. Just sit down for a minute. And I know you done worked really, really, really hard up to this point. So you done worked really, really hard up to this point. You feel me? Oh, man. And then what you say, God? You want me to what? Sit down. Get it in neutral. Really? when now I done fought through the lions, tigers, and bears, I done ran up out the jungle. I've been out of the jungle longer than I realized. Someone had to stop me and say, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Someone has had to, and you've had to like wake up, like, hold on, you chill out. Like you looked around and all of a sudden you realize that you are in a different space. You're on another timeline. This ain't that. You're already forward. You are already forward. And I'm telling you, when I tell you, your spirit team, your divine spirit team, God has, man. First of all, I got chills from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. Thinking about what the Spirit is saying to me right now, that you've been in the closet, you've been in hermit, you've separated. You've had some painful separations too. Yeah, it was pretty painful. But because of what you decided to do, which was to follow, just because you did that, do you know how amazing that makes our divine source energy feel? If it were to feel, it is like, wow, thank you. Thank you for listening. How your soul feels, the entity inside of you, it's like, thank you. I love you. It's riding on us. It feel good, you feel good. It's sitting over in a corner because you got a whole bunch of garbage inside of you. You're restless. You can't move. But you're in neutral. And you're about to take off This message is not for everybody. It's not. Everybody is not at this space right now. I don't give up, all that. I'm not going to fluff it. Abundance, the description of abundance is relative to the soul's path. Everybody's not a millionaire, billionaire, thousandaire. Some of you don't want to hear it. And it's okay. You'll be all right. Because that's the name of the game. When you get in position as to where you're supposed to be, there's nothing but true love, true peace, true joy for you. Did you hear me, my baby? There's nothing but that. If you know you're supposed to be cooking in the kitchen at a restaurant, and you know that's where you are guided to be, it is peace that passes all understanding. The abundance may be that you got a raise on your job. Everybody can't be a pioneer, so everybody's not chosen. Most of you, if you knew what come with that, you wouldn't want that path. You wouldn't want it anyways. You might pass go. There's a high price to pay for that. Yeah, it's a high price. So your abundance is going to look differently. It is not to be a part of a collective experience in terms of what that is for your soul and you. Your number one boo-hoo. Your number one boo. When you get in that seat, then you can understand the opportunity of romancing with yourself, i.e., then your soul. Yeah. Awakening the spirit within and all around you, my baby. But this message here, oh, you about to be surprised who this message is for. And let's understand something. You have already done the work. You have already looked at the shadow, gone through the tower, and you've gone deeper into the pain. And listen, you've gone deep. You've experienced it. And this is something different. This is like you have let go of it all. Intentionally chose to follow. That's who I'm talking to. That's who this message is for. You've chosen to follow. I just don't even know what to say. Because it's so massive. Spirit say take the number off top. Let's see, what is it? 1616. Is that important? Who is it? All right, 1616. And what is 12, 13, 14? That's 14 when you add it up. 77, 14, 77. It says readjustments. Look at that. Overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance. Okay. Spirit won't let it go. Affection, support, comfort, renewal, reconnection. Reconnection again. I cannot. Uh-oh. Your self-control is strong enough to set things right. A new romantic or platonic friendship is on the horizon, along with the opportunity to reconnect and start anew with someone from your past. I'm just trying to tell you, I can't make it up. Trust that everything will fall into place as you embrace these positive changes. Bam, there it is. Bam, there it is. Walked away. There were secrets. All that. Some of you may decide, I don't even want to do anything with it. And then some of you, you're going to move forward and you're really going to take that leap of faith and you're going to trust. You're going to trust your heart and you're going to trust how the divine is going to move you forward within it. Because it is critical These kind of unions are very critical for the frequency, the vibration of humankind, and the rise. My love don't come easy. Not tonight. Yeah. It don't come easy. That path is not easy. Okay? People was fighting for a position in your life that caused a tower for themselves, and now, okay, judgment has been called, and it's time for change. And you are highly protected, and you are in the high vibration, baby. Love, joy, and new happiness are just around the corner. That's what it's saying. I mean, the whole thing. Look, when I'm shuffling, Spirit said, "Go ahead and do it again." You got to understand, your spirit team, you're in the angelic realm. They're fun. They're fun. It's more than just us here, okay? And they're fun. They're having fun with us, okay? But you need to be in alignment and in the vibrational vortex that is necessary so that you can trust how you're being guided, so that you're not being sedated. You're not in a sedation and a constant cycle of the past way of thinking and being as a result of what you have been accustomed to, what you have been sedated into. It's not. We're not doing that, right? That's right. We're not doing that. Okay, Spirit, say take it off top. What we got? What? Did I not just say judgment has been called? I can't make it up. Judgment has been called. Judgment. And also rebirth, inner calling, a new phase. Absolution. Absolute. Reckoning. Awakening. Redemption. Forgiveness and mercy. I cannot. Everything we're talking about. Okay? Following how you're guided. In whatever you do. Even when you're making love, baby. Make it do what it do, baby. Right? All that. Oh, shoot. They're probably going to flag me because these people are naked on here. Uh-oh. Oh, man. See, I hope I didn't do it. See, I was supposed to do it like that. I didn't do it like whatever. I choose to be guided. Hopefully they'll be okay with a little moon, a little sunshine and all that kind of stuff showing. The number 20 may be important. Oh, look at that. Fire sign is right here. Wow. And literally like there's this rebirth. It's like Judgment Day, the balance. And see, listen, let me tell you what is so interesting when you talk about these twin flames, because God knows everything that was done to both parties. Forgive them, for they know not what they do, even though what they did was intentional. Oh, I didn't even see this. And it's something. Oh, wow. And the first thing when I saw this, I said 20. And then I said to myself, 10 it will break down to 10, common denominator. And then look at that. There's a celebration, I'm telling you. Celebration. Gonna get married. That just came to me. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. I love it. I love it. Congratulations. Congratulations. And don't worry, I know it's going to be scary, Lord have mercy. Because from what I'm feeling, you guys went through a hell of a lot. And that's like so. But can you imagine the beauty of that? Like the Why did I hear Armageddon? I wish I could look that up right now. Okay, so listen, what you have gone through. Woo! Imagine both going through this path. There was a breaking and a breaking, but you both were attacked with illusions, with spells and stuff, and all kind of sick stuff, right? Yes. Oh, wait, that doesn't bother. I don't believe in no spells. I don't believe. Okay. I understand. Okay. Just like people get shot in a war, they may get shot in a war, but they're still living. So yes, the gun came. They shot at them. Were wounded, but they weren't killed in the battle. So they make it to the other side with the awards that they wear, the little badges that they wear, because they made it. They may have ended up in the hospital along the way, but they made it out. You understand me? Imagine a signature of love, symbolic of what the divine, a demonstration of the love of God, demonstrated in earth. Whew. The frequency of that is profound. So profound. That's why it's so necessary for those who are called. And let me tell you, twin flames are very rare. And it's not like everybody gets twin flame. A whole bunch of people have soulmates because our souls have been doing this thing for centuries. Coming each time, like it's like a race. They running to got the baton. But think about it, for centuries everybody was sedated. Now we're awakening. Isn't that wonderful? We're awakening. There's transformation, and people are awakening to the truth. They're stepping into the truth of themselves. We have found out what we can do, because God knows we done made a muck of the things. Okay, so we've done this. That's what we did. God said we're gonna fix it too. God has so much faith in us. Don't worry about all of the things that you have done. The things that you've done. Don't allow for things that you're doing to stop you from your forward movement in the guidance and the flow. Hell, you can go get your car washed and look a hot mess. Haven't even taken a bath for the day or something. But you got on track. About to go get that vessel done and get it together. And that's what you're going to do. Don't be scared, because if you are here and you have been called for a twin, make your move, take action, do what you got to do, because that's apparent. This is what God and see, this is the thing. Whoo, boy. Baby. Whoo. It's hot. And I'm not having a hot flash. I'm talking about it's hot. This is hot. What? Who is that? The visual just came to my head. Is it Eddie Murphy? This is hot. Baby. I know. It's difficult though. Don't worry about what people are thinking. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. It's okay. You're going to make it, and you're going to do it. It's calling your peace. But this kind of love, whoa, man. Okay. And you didn't break because of you all. You broke because of jealousies around you, because of people who were wounded on the inside. Some people don't even know why the hell they didn't like what y'all had. They don't even know. They just know that they didn't want y'all to do that. That's all they knew. And it had a lot to do with what they were dealing with on the inside, because that's what we, in this world, those who are called for such a calling as that, it is definitely necessary, because humankind will need to see that. And so whoever this is, those relationships are fated. And if someone decides not to do, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine for someone to be called to have a fated union like that, and they decide to ignore the guidance. I don't even know. I don't even know. First of all, that other person will find love. Definitely, 100%. But if the other person decides to deliberately ignore the guidance, deliberately, it's a result of fear, result of whatever. I'm just, Spirit say, leave that alone. And I am, because I'm just saying, because they know. And they've been given grace after grace after grace after grace after grace after grace after grace. And they know. Don't worry about what people think. Y'all better step into it. Honey, trust me. And you'll be surprised once you step into it. The peace, I can't explain it. And whatever is going to happen, let it happen. But once you have done what God has called you to do, that's peace. Peace. Oh, peace. Whatever the Lord say, peace. Peace in my heart. Peace. Peace. Oh, peace. Da, 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 da. Look at that. The Three of Swords symbolizes deep emotional wounds, capturing the essence of heartbreak and sorrow. It reflects moments of significant loss or grief, such as the end of a relationship, signaling a period of mourning and hurt. My heart goes out for you. Standing at a crossroads, the Two of Swords depicts a moment of difficult decision making. That's you. It symbolizes the challenge of weighing options amidst avoidance and deadlock, where clarity is sought but not easily found. Spirit say your entire bloodline is riding on this. I cannot. I pray for your strength. I vision strength for whoever this message is for. Because you've been through a lot. And it hurt. You have been so hurt. And you're hurt now because the truth has hurt. You just hurt. So, but that's for the one that's having to make the decision. The one, and you probably were the person who did the betraying. You probably were the one who did what you did. And then it got done to you by someone that you never could have imagined would have done this to you. But the person, your spouse, your counterpart, has also gone through. So, both of you were each other's teacher. You don't have to do anything. So rather in this lifetime or the next, your soul is just like, oh my God, please, God. Please, man. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to come back up in here again. To start all over. What was your soul saying? Whatever the Lord say, peace. Peace in my heart. Peace in my soul. Peace. Oh, peace. Oh, peace. Peace in my heart. Peace. Listen to that song. Vanessa Bell Armstrong sings that. Peace in my heart. I love you. And whoever you are, you're going to be absolutely fine. Trust and believe, darling. Because whatever time it is, I am up here for you. You've been pulling me out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning. Where you gonna be outside? Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. I don't know, y'all. I'm getting loopy, so I better just get off of here. I better just let it all go and go to sleep. One day I'm gonna get my eyelashes done, guys. You see that? Don't worry about it. Stay focused. It reminded me of that girl that's on what's that? She's I forgot her. I forgot, that's a shame. I forgot her name. Johnson. Um, you know what I'm talking about in the government when the lady was talking about her eyelash. Don't worry about it. I'm just looking at it, laughing at myself. A lot of times I laugh at myself. Sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself. Just laugh. Just laugh. Just breathe. Inhale. Spirit of God. Inhale. And imagine when you exhale, imagine just all of the toxicity, all of the things that no longer serves you, just falling off, like the negativity melting off of you. Just imagine that. Just let me tell you something. Biologically, the pineal gland is here. And biologically, it is now scientifically proven. When you inhale, the body responds a certain way. And with a focus, take it from your belly on up to right here. That's where the third eye is, if you would. But that pineal gland, let's consider that as that. Scientifically, it is proven that when you do that and you hold it up there intentionally, that pineal gland, and then just, when you let it down, there are particles from the pineal gland that goes throughout all of your body, and you will feel it. You will feel it. Step out into the dirt. Step outside. Go by the water. It's profound energy. Profound energy. Let's do it one more time. Just breathe. Let it just fall off. Fall off. Imagine that energy of anxiety and fear that's in the pit of your belly. Think it's going to hang out there? It got to go. It got to go. So we're going to imagine that entity. Your soul is in there, like sitting off to the side. Like imagine your boy, it's your girl sitting off to the side, looking around the room like, oh my God, like all them up in here. Can they just like leave? You know? You know? One of them little son of a guns happen to be that anxiety, that fear. And we're going to let it go. You're going to imagine it just casting it to the abyss. Imagine that. Feel that. Sense that. I'm sure you feel lighter. I just want to say, I Love you. All is well. You're getting ready to get a surprise. Congratulations. You can't even imagine it. I can't imagine being obedient and in the flow, being willing to let go of all of the indoctrination, the suppression and everything, and being your authentic self and stepping out, taking the road less traveled, and getting ready to be awarded by the divine. Wow. Wow. Just wait for it. Okay. I love you guys. Oh, and guess what? If you have been, you know who you are. If you've been called as that twin, make that move, baby. Be obedient. Be obedient. Be obedient. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Make no excuses. It's going to be okay. Spirit say take one off the top. What it is, what it is, what it is, what it be like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Talk about balance, baby. I'm just saying. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the way out. Let's see what it's saying. Let's see what it's saying. Good luck. The ladybug. Spirit guides, progress, justice, structure, systems, processes, discipline, rules. You are on the right track. That's what it says. Spiritual guides are supporting and encouraging you to give your best effort. Success is within your reach. Stay observant of your surroundings and communicate clearly. Trust that everything will fall into place as it should. And boom, there it is. All right. I love you guys. Mwah. Love you. And how do I get off of this? Okay. Bye. Love you.